What's the story, everybody? Team Chainblock here with yet another deck profile, and today we have one of the most controversial decks to come out in recent years. Sean, what is it?
Today we are playing Floowandereeze. When the Banlist, when the light can't prevail and the dark is too strong, all that's left is chaos.
I mean, they're getting rid of Hulk, they're getting rid of Chaos Ruler. They're leaving us with little option if we want to win stuff.
Yeah, so this is basically just... I didn't even own this deck. I'm the number one Floowandereeze hater.
Yeah.
But this deck plays Shifter, and that's kind of what you need right now.
That wins. I mean...
it also plays through a lot of relevant floodgates by virtue of just normal summoning.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll get into it anyway. 3 Rabina and 3 Eaglin.
Standard.
Anytime you open these, you are sitting pretty. These cards are unbelievable. They're searchers and free normals.
There's a few people in here, keep going.
Yeah, so basically every Flunder has a unique effect and then allows you to normal summon a Wing Beast from hand. And then they all share the effect that, all the small ones share the effect that when when they leave the field, they're banished.
Yeah.
And when a Wing Beast is normal while they're banished, you can add them back.
It just produces more normal summons for you, doesn't it?
It does, but also it just means that, like, if you normal your Rabina and then you tribute it off, you get the Rabina back.
Yeah,
so,
insane.
like, the deck doesn't need to recur advantage every turn, because it naturally does that. So every time you draw for turn, it's just, like, a plus, basically.
Yeah, like, once you see any of these cards, you can just keep going. You don't have to worry about getting stuff back. It just comes back.
Exactly. So Rabina adds any level 4 or lower Wing Beast, and Eaglin adds a level 7 or higher. There are some very interesting targets for that.
Yeah.
So then for the rest of the small Flunders, I play 2 Stry. A lot of people play 1. I really like to be able to banish cards from grave. Because there are a lot of very strong spells you want to play, but the deck is built around Shifter.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to consistently activate Shifter turn after turn. That is my aim in this deck.
Yeah, it's like most decks that run Shifter besides this, it's a once-off.
So yeah, Stry just makes sure your Shifter is always live, and it's also just like a pretty relevant interrupt when you're summoning on your opponent's turn, because it's just DD Crown.
Yeah, exactly.
And then finally, 1 of Token. It's mostly to have another name so that you can get another summon off, but the effect to add back a banished Flunder card comes up because the big one doesn't banish itself, so you have to Stry and then use this to get it back.
Yeah.
And you can also, if you use one of the spells on your Shifter, you can add it back off of this. Someone's excited.
Oh, it's Dungeons and Dragons
they really
players.
like birds.
Dungeons and Dragons players. They're very eccentric.
And then finally, 2 M-Pen.
Nobody likes birds.
So this is the card the deck's built around.
Yeah.
It lets you normal anything, not just a Wing Beast.
Yeah.
Which comes up for a couple of things I've been testing. I'm going to mention some cards that I don't have in the list, but I think could be pretty relevant to the deck.
Yeah.
This might be the first deck I actually have an update profile for, because I bought it yesterday.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, Sean was one of the unfortunate people who was absolutely slain by the ban list. And to be fair, they got rid of 2 of the best deck monsters ever. That really helped a lot of decks just exist.
Yeah, unfortunately, my punks are not looking so hot right now. So this card, it's your tribute summon. You're searching this off Eaglin if you don't hard open it every time.
Yeah.
It negates all attack position special summon monsters your opponent has.
This is the card they should have made a Starlight.
Yeah, it can banish a card from hand to half an opponent's monster's attack if it runs into it.
Because it's 2700. It's big.
Yeah, it's really hard to get over, because that means if you're just trying to beat over it, you need something that's 54.
Yeah.
Which is very relevant because access is 53.
Yeah, exactly.
And link monsters can't be in defense, so it can't activate its effect.
Like, what are you summoning that's 54?
And then the most important part is that when this is summoned, you get to add any Flunder spell or trap.
Yeah.
And there are some really, really good ones in the archetype.
And like, this deck was really hated, but they're giving us support for it. Like,
and I for one am pretty glad, because any way they can spice up this deck is warranted, because it is the most boring pile of shit I've ever played.
Yeah, like, that's what I mean. Like, this deck is just, there's so few cards that are actually Flun cards, but like, it works so well with nothing.
So I'll go through the Flunder background now. The field spell is unfucking believable.
Great reprint.
It is just insane. So what you can do is you can reveal any of the small birds to banish another from deck, and then you get a free normal. Which, since the birds all chain normals, it's like 5 summons.
Yeah.
And because you're banishing one from deck, and you can add them back whenever you normal one,
yeah.
It basically is a rota as well.
Yeah.
Plus it chain blocks. And then it has a second effect.
Shout out Team Chain Block.
So on your opponent's turn, that's why I'm playing the deck. It naturally chain blocks everything.
There you go.
So on your opponent's turn, if they normal, you get to normal. So yeah.
Do you not play? Do you play the Big Monarch?
I do. It's a little later.
Oh, we'll get there.
I'm divided.
We'll get there.
In a specific
so many
way.
mentions of normal summon is getting me excited. Keep going.
So then we have Floowandereeze and the Advent of Adventure. This card's actually getting pretty pricey now.
Yeah.
Because it didn't receive a reprint in the tins.
That's why.
So this card is everything you need.
Yeah.
It says you banish a wing beast from your hand or face-up field. Face-up field is actually very important because if you open this and any one bird, you can go full combo because you just chain this to the bird's effect.
Yeah, and
you'll still get the normal.
It's just banish a wing beast. Yeah. Any wing beast.
You can banish barrier statue off this.
Yeah.
So then you add a Floowandereeze monster or the field spell.
Which is insane.
From deck to hand. Then you gain 500 so you can win in time.
Yeah, well, so what? It's a terraform and engage. Like.
Yeah, it's everything. Then the one-ups, we have one Dreaming Town.
Yeah.
Normal summon on your opponent's turn.
Yeah.
I'm sure it has another effect. I don't know what it does.
Yeah, we don't care about that.
This is a kaiju.
What?
So this card
spell.
says when you tribute summon a monster that requires 2 tributes.
Oh.
So you send a monster your opponent controls and one that you do, and it's considered as a tribute summon.
Yeah, that's dirty.
This card actually has a relevant second effect. So if you see this card, I've considered bumping it up because it's actually great if you open multiples of the little birds. Say you open 2 Eaglin.
That's like
It says you can reveal up to 2 wing beasts in your hand, put them on the bottom of the deck, and then draw as many cards as you put back.
That's like a busted version of that Monarch quick play spell.
Yeah, it's basically Card Trader if it was good.
Insane.
So that's the Flu engine.
Yeah.
Pretty compact, but you have very good ratios for drawing what you need.
They'll bring out more stuff.
My aim in this deck is to just completely noodle soup it because Flunder's main weakness is just the fact that like it can open badly.
Yeah.
So the reason I haven't put any of the like more interesting techs I've been testing in this specific version,
because we're going for consistent basic
I
stuff.
want to draw a good hand every time. Doesn't have to be a great hand. Doesn't have to hard beat every deck. That's what the side deck's for.
Yeah.
Like I said, I might update this if I feel that there's better cards, but right now my aim is simply to just draw a playable hand every turn 1, which other builds kind of can't do.
That's their only flaw, yeah.
So that's the reason I'm not playing Small World, which is like my favorite card in the game.
Yeah.
So these are the other relevant cards.
Yeah. Here he is.
So there are 2 tribute summons you can play. A lot of people are playing both. Those being Apex Avian and Rise of the Mega Monarch. I side the Avian, but Ryza is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
So this card lets you basically put a card from grave and 2 from field to handed deck, respectively.
Yeah, like you're ripping boards.
It is an unbelievable interruption because you are tribute summoning this on your opponent's turn.
Yeah.
And it also, because it removes a card from your grave, allows you to make Shifter live again even if you have multiple cards in
Yeah,
there.
insane.
So this and Strike can clear out like a 4 or 5 card graveyard.
Yeah. There was
quickly.
There was a reason this card went from 1 to I think 60 quid overnight.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. So that's the only other tribute summon I'm playing because, like I mentioned, you want to get M-Pen every turn.
Yeah.
So I'm just playing the 2 M-Pen and 1 of this. I'd consider playing the Apex. I don't think any of the other options like Dark Simorgh are really worth it.
Yeah.
At least outside the side deck.
Yeah, you're going for a consistency.
So then we have Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds.
Yeah.
This is standard. It's pretty ridiculous. You summon this, and
when have you ever heard people to ban a barrier statue? There's a reason.
Yeah, this card is pretty unbelievable. And then the other non-archetypal Rabina target is the one of DD Crow.
Yeah.
It's just good against some decks.
It's a great deck.
It's great to draw. It's a level 1 wing beast which comes up. It's just a very nice card to have. If you can find the space to play 3, feel free, but I just couldn't.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's searchable. So, and then finally, more chain blocks.
Yep.
We play the Simorgh package.
Yeah.
This card says when you normal summon a wing beast, summon this.
Yeah.
Send another Simorgh card to grave.
Yeah.
And then add a Simorgh back row. So it allows you to chain block these as well as getting more material on field and adding the other field spell the deck plays.
He counts as
Elvors.
He counts as wind and dark, does he?
He does indeed.
That's relevant, I'm guessing.
Also, in one of the things I'm testing, he is the most important small world bridge.
Oh,
because
yeah.
this card
Fair.
is a wing beast, obviously
Yeah.
very relevant, and a dark with 1800 attack.
Ooh.
So what this means is you can use him as a small world bridge from any of the Flunders into both the Dimension Shifter because he is 18 or because he's a dark,
Yeah.
and then because he's 1800 you can add Spell Canceller, which you can summon off the M pen because it doesn't require it to be a wing.
That
beast
is a
as
broken
normal
card, this format.
so Elvors, this card is really good as well. It allows you to reveal a level 5 or higher wing beast, and then this turn you can normal it for one less tribute,
Yeah.
and then also it gives you a free normal summon of a wind winged beast.
Awesome.
Mostly it's just a way to get another one of these out of the deck because you just want to draw this,
Yeah.
but then you don't want to draw it on subsequent turns.
Yeah.
The engine seems kind of awkward on paper, but it's really, really solid in actual gameplay.
Yeah, no, it looks consistent.
Also, more importantly, it helps with targeted negation, which is a problem the deck can have.
Yeah.
For example, if I open, let's say I have no Aiglin, and I open M-Pen Rabina,
Yeah.
and I get impermed on the Rabina.
Yeah.
Normally that would end your turn, but with Simorgh, not only do you get to chain block the Rabina, so only targeted negation really works. Like you can avoid Ash and stuff.
Yeah.
But it also means you have 2 material on field.
That's insane.
So it's quite solid. Then just completely power cards.
Help us
from
get
this
to our
point.
stuff. Yeah.
It's balls to the wall.
Here
The
it
card
is.
The deck's built around.
Here it is.
Hey, I heard you like playing Terelement.
yeah.
So,
Which mean I heard you like playing anything.
Yeah, so it turns out a lot of decks use the graveyard. And
Yeah.
this one just says no, and you can use it turn after turn after turn by clearing your grave with Stry and Ryza.
And it's being reprinted another 2 times for easy access.
So yeah, this one didn't get hit on the ban list, so have fun with it.
Yeah. Use it while you can.
So then the pots.
Yeah.
A lot of people like Prosperity, but I just prefer the raw card advantage of Extrav. You don't care what you banish.
Yeah.
And in terms of digging for cards, we are free to play triple duality as well because we only normal summon.
Yeah, exactly. Which is insane. Like, what deck can play both of these? That's not, I don't know, Mystic Mind Exodia?
So yeah, I've found that there's never been an issue for me with these ratios. You want to see cards.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, you just want to see.
Perfect example. Extravagance. Sean has an extra deck. We're not showing it.
Oh no! I'll show my extra deck.
Are you sure?
It is any 15
Yeah,
cards.
we have an extra deck. It consists of 15 cards.
There are some things you should be playing for the sake of being optimal.
Yeah.
Stuff like IP, Access Code, Underworld Goddess, Nightmare Unicorn.
Generic extra deck, 15 card
the
stuff.
Lyrilusk, Assembled Nightingale, Downer Magician, and Zeus are
Yeah.
all very important. For the extra deck, you will never, ever, ever summon from, but technically you could.
Yeah.
So, if you have 15 Yu-Gi-Oh cards,
You throw them in there.
you can put them as the extra deck, but
Just make sure they're blue,
technically
purple, black,
there's
or
some
white.
better options. Yeah. I mean, you could play 15 traps in here. No one's ever going to see
Yeah,
them.
no, it's never been flipped over.
Yeah. Anyways.
A lot of people want this next card to be banned.
So, a lot of people like to play going second options from this point.
Yeah.
I side all of mine because the deck just naturally either lives or dies by one interruption anyway.
Yeah.
So I just want to blow out people going first. Like, it's a going first list.
Yeah.
So I'm playing triple Harpy's Featherstorm in the main.
Great card.
One turn skill drain if you control a wing beast.
Yeah, great card.
It's pretty crazy.
And it's, as I said, if you control a wind beast, which the Simorgh counts as.
Also in the side, When this card is destroyed, you can add Feather Duster. I don't main it for reasons, but it will come up.
It's a great option.
So yeah, it basically discourages your opponent from popping these.
Yeah.
And then finally, double Cosmic.
Yeah.
This is my mine out of choice.
Yeah.
Because it defends from a lot of cards that are seeing play.
Yeah.
Most notably, Field Barrier and Beat Top.
Yeah. Fair.
I think Mystic Mine is the only back row this truly loses to.
Yeah.
And Cosmic Cyclone just completely removes it.
Yeah, like people are playing 3 mine and like 10 ways to defend it.
So that is the reason I'm playing Cosmic in the main and not Harpies or Twin or anything like that. But I've found it to be perfect. And then finally, the one card that's in every chain block list.
Here we go.
Until it gets banned. Called
by the Grave. Has to be in there.
So this is not only insulation for your plays, but also just another banish, which is relevant.
Yeah. You're banishing.
It's just a good card.
It's Called by the Grave. If you can play it, you're going to play it.
Yeah. So, as I said, extra. Whatever you want. This will possibly be updated soon, but right now I found this list to be very solid. Going into the current format, I've done a lot of testing against Tier and Exo especially.
This could be the first deck that we update because we have a Regionals coming up soon and it's going to be played. Right, that's it.
Thanks for your time.
Check out our links in the description. Please like and subscribe and see you.